Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the ceasefire in the Strait of Hormuz and how that is going to impact mortgage rates. Now, after all, mortgage rates have been rising, and the thing that is pushing them up is this war in Iran. And a large part of that is the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, which is impacting the distribution of oil, which is driving up gas prices. It seems like every time I fill up, it's more and more and more. And I don't think it's ever cost me this much to fill my car up with gas. But we're all in the same boat here now. Speaking of boats, my boat gas is going to be expensive this summer as a result of this. But now that this ceasefire was announced, the price of oil started dropping. And the whole reason why rates have gone up is because the price of oil was rising because of the distribution concerns. And this is what has been driving bond yields up, which is what have been driving fixed mortgage rates up. Now, it was just back a month or so ago, a little over a month ago, back in February, when there were 3-year fixed rates as low as 3.54% in some cases. Well, now the lowest has gone up to 3.94. Now that's a 0.4% jump from where it was just a couple of months ago. It's pretty huge, and it is completely and directly related to this war in Iran. Well, when the ceasefire was announced on April 7th, right at the very end of the day, almost April 8th, that is when bond yields started to drop. The price of oil dropped by about 15%. It dropped down to $94 a barrel. It was up at $119 right before. So pretty large drop, and that is, of course, very good news. Now, bond yields reacted to that news by plummeting. So bond yields dropped by about 3% on that day. That's just yesterday. They're down again today, just marginally, nothing really that significant, and certainly not enough to warrant any sort of drop in fixed mortgage rates. It's always nice to see when the bond yields drop, but we need them to drop a lot more than where they are right now. They are still well off their lows from where they were back in February. They're still substantially higher than that, but they have fallen from their high. So that is a good sign, but not enough to result in any kind of downward rate movement. Now we've got Israel continuing to attack Lebanon, which is an issue for Iran. So now they are limiting what is coming through the Strait of Hormuz, and that is creating concerns once again. Now the price of oil is up today, up to around $98 to $102 a barrel, which I just checked about 30 minutes ago, and around that range, fluctuating. So up a little bit from where it was, and still lots of uncertainty here. So we don't know what is going to happen with the price of oil. We don't know what is going to happen with this Strait of Hormuz. We don't know what's going to happen with this war in Iran. Now, looking good with this ceasefire. Now, the question is, will it continue? And that's something that we really don't know. Trump could change his mind at any time. We don't know what's going to happen, which means we don't know what's going to happen with mortgage rates. All we can really do is speculate, and it's kind of all over the place. Like, no one expected this Iran invasion. That's what drove mortgage rates up to begin with. So we'll just have to watch and see what happens and hope that the rates start to come down further. Right now, they are still at elevated levels. Like I said, we need to see bond yields continue to fall before we're going to start to see any drop in rates. And for the yields to continue to fall, we need to see the price of oil come down further. And that's really what we're watching closely. We're watching how the price of oil ties to bond yields. And if we see the oil price drop, then bond yields will drop as well. Not a lot to say today. That's about it. Nothing else to report. Right now, the lowest 3-year fixed rate is 3.94 for an insured purchase. Virtually all other rates are above 4% now. Hopefully that changes and we do start seeing more starting with a 3, but right now, almost everything is starting with a 4, and hopefully we don't see any more increases. Now, That said, if you have a mortgage coming up for renewal in 120 days or a purchase closing within 120 days, you still want to get a rate locked in case this changes, in case rates start going up again. You want to make sure that you have a rate locked in to protect yourself. Now, if rates do drop, we will ensure you get that lower rate. You are not locked into that, but you are protected. So look at it as a free insurance. There's no charge to get something locked in, but you're now guaranteed that the rate will not go higher, but it can still go lower. So you're getting the best of both worlds here. If anybody has any questions, you want to reach out and find out what the lowest rate is that you'll be eligible for, shoot us an email at info@pmtmortgage.ca, or you can call us the old-fashioned way, 647-368-5009. You can text us there as well, and check out our website, www.pmtmortgage.ca. The blog that I write every Wednesday is at easy123mortgage.ca/blog. That's our other site. So you can check that out there, where I talked about this topic exactly and what's happening.